Basement Bookers Podcast.
What's up? It's your boys, the Basement Bookers Podcast. I'm, of course, talking about on the editing front. Like, it has nothing to do with anything else. Just two guys talking about wrestling and nothing else. Just...
We're just normal men.
What do you mean, normal men?
We're just innocent men.
We're just innocent men. Rich
Just innocent men. Mm-hmm.
As innocent men, we're going to talk about, of course, Survivor Series.
WarGames!
That's right. Good job. You didn't even need
Thank you.
prompting. We didn't discuss this beforehand. It just so happened. But
Yeah,
now it's my turn. WarGames!
There you go. I figure I had to do it at least once, being 1/8 English like William Regal, who is the standard for shouting war games. So
Yeah, him and Rhea Ripley apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Like she gets to do the ladies one.
the
'Cause
Aussie
she's-
accent is great, and she's just badass.
Well, also she's been in 100% of the War Games matches. It turns out that is not true. By
True.
the way.
Oh, it's her. Is it her signature match yet?
I don't know. I mean, it's Cody Rhodes' birthright,
It is his birthright.
but she is probably the most successful War Games competitor. And spoiler alert, I think that's going to continue to happen. Let's talk about the first match on Survivor Series War Games. That's what you guys came here for. You guys
That's right.
came here for this. Becky Lynch, Team Becky Lynch. I love it how the last two people to enter the damn match are at the forefront of the freaking poster thing. They're like they're the team captains.
Yeah, it's silly. It's completely
It's
silly,
ridiculous.
but like the human mind needs symmetry, right? Now, there are 5 women on each team. Each team is comprised of 2 established women's tag teams. So the 5th is the solo. So if you ask me, the primary feud going into this is Alexa and Charlotte versus Kabuki Warriors. That's the primary feud. You got
That's where it
Kabuki Warriors.
started.
Yeah. Then you have their association with Rhea and Io. And then, all right, so now add Nia Jackson Lash Legend to the mix because Nia's all proud that she has a friend again, which is why
And
she's
she
in
wants,
the match.
yeah, she wanted to be the tag team champions. They also have beef with Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss.
Mhm.
So, all right. Well, Team Becky Lynch, like Richard said, the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka, and Kairi Sane. And of course, yeah, and well, Nia Legends or Lash Jacks. I don't know what you want to call them.
Jack Slash.
AJ Lee. I forgot the non-friends and Rio, which is not Riho, but Rhea and Io as a tag team. Rich Derez. Now it's time to stop stalling. Stop stalling for time, Rich Derez. It's time for us to make our picks and predictions. I will go first because I already gave away the game. I think it's baby faces. I think Rhea Ripley continues to dominate in the War Games matches.
Yeah. So I already put my picks into my little spreadsheet jammy here. I also have the faces for this match, and I know like Rhea doesn't have her own signature spot in the match, but Io Sky does, and I really I want to start calling it the trash man spot.
Well, you could call it whatever you want. I think it's stupid, but
I know
it's
you do.
fine. I think in a match where it's supposed to be like, you should really obscure your vision, unless you have like a little like slot carved in where you can like see through where you're going, like a cool little helmet.
She
But
definitely gives herself a debuff. to her vision to buff her durability.
Yeah, because with that kind of thing, she's gonna just it's gonna be the trust fall. Like it's their responsibility to make sure that she hits her mark.
Yeah.
That's what it's gonna be. I don't like that. I think it's kind of it takes me out of it a little bit, but I can see why people would like that. This will probably open the show. It's War Games to open, and then they do the other ones, and then they'll close with the
Men's War
men's
Games.
War Games. So let's just take a guess at what would be next, and I think it's gonna be Stephanie Vacare, the most beautiful, versus Nikki Bella, the most veiny. Look at that shit. That's like a straw on that forearm over there. You could just sip some Kool-Aid out of that.
That's a solid forearm.
Yeah, solid forearm. You can always tell by the hands how much older someone is. But anyway, let's get back. Doesn't Nikki look tired? Richter is. She looks a little bit tired. Well, not here though. It's very very professional, very touched up stuff there.
And
look,
I'm tired of seeing her. If that's what you're getting at.
Oh yeah. It's just a thing. Like if you ever look, I don't know. Look, women, feel free to comment below. Like if some guy goes, you're looking a little tired, but you're not tired. Don't you think that's a little offensive? I don't know. I think it should. It might be. I'm not an expert.
To be fair, I mean, we've each known some women in our lives. I feel like kind of not something you say to any of them, no matter what the time, no matter whether or not they're tired.
Exactly. Unless they're actually tired. It's like, no? Okay. Well, we could disagree.
Yeah. Just in case, because
just in case.
You never know what'll set someone off, man.
Yeah. I think there was like an episode of Doctor Who, and like the prime minister's like a lady, and the doctor's like, she's looking a little tired, isn't she? And then she's like voted out of the parliament or something. I don't know. But that's got nothing to do with here, nerd shit. R.I.P. Doctor Who. I got Stephanie Vacare here retaining against Nikki Bella. I can't stand the idea. The very idea that she has to defend her championship against this has-been hack.
Mm-hmm.
Looking for another, just to grab onto her former glory. But on the real, it's just over, Nikki. But yeah, we called it here that, one of her first successful defenses, she defended against Raquel successfully. Now she's going to defend against Nikki successfully, probably Roxanne successfully. And, eventually Becky Hogan's going to come along and ruin everything for everybody. And then I'm going to have like the worst day.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of feelings.
Mm-hmm. This is not the Becky Lynch that you've come to know and love.
It's not my underdog. Like, it's funny because you would think I'd like her even more with what she's currently doing, but it's just so... It's like on the nose, She's I'm not the only one that said it. Other people have said it. It's Becky Trump, man. Like with the nicknames and shit. That's his thing.
And not it's a little bit of Seth Trump, with all the outlandish outfits that she's doing.
Well, Becky Rollins, you mean?
Yeah. Becky Rollins Trump.
Yeah, she's a big amalgamations, but.
Becky freaking Trump. There you go.
I'll always be a fan of hers. So I guess you're also on record as agreeing here. I mean, you're not crazy.
So Nikki Bella, as far as the title goes, You can look, but you can't touch. Do, 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 do. There you go. Yeah, she's not getting it. It's Stephanie Vacare, Devil's Kiss, SVB for the win. And still.
It's official, as the bald stooge would say. Not to be confused with bald not stooge. All right, let's
Thank
move
you.
on to the Intercontinental title match. The second to last time is now the final Survivor Series for John Cena. And it's interesting that he's wearing the same outfit that John Cena was wearing on Monday. That because it looks like the maybe San Diego colors or something. So maybe that's what he'll be wearing to the War Games, Richter is. Look,
Like it.
I love John Cena, but I know John Cena personally. You know, he follows me on Twitter, X, formerly known as Twitter, and I think Dominik Mysterio, Dirty Dom, is gonna dirty Dom his way all over the place, leaving that extra greasy grease all over the place. And yeah, it's going to be Dominik Mysterio getting that title back. John Cena, one last match at Survivor Series, buddy.
I also have Dom, and I'm thinking about this here. I'm trying to envision Dom not winning, and then Gunther winning the tournament because he's going to win the tournament, and then
And the IC
Cena.
title?
Yeah, I mean he held the IC title for a long time.
I'd like that very much. Well, you really think Gunther's going to get past Solo Sikoa?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I was going to make a joke on last night, Monday, during Raw.
During the live stream, the Basement Bookers live stream of Monday Night Raw every Monday at 8 o'clock, depending on what time Raw starts.
Yeah, that's right.
That one?
Yes, that one. Good plug. Good plug. That Solo wins his matches when he wins in any way but Solo, and then he did because Penta hurt himself, so that wouldn't have
I
worked.
heard rumor that he was going to win the match anyway. So this could have been always what was going to happen. And if you think about it, him having that MFT over there, because it's not going to be Jey Uso versus Solo Sikoa for who. No. Can you imagine how pissed off people would be? Like they'll never shake those bloodline nepotism allegations.
It looks like it's going to be an all Raw final. In the bracket here. Jay and Ellie and I both for Raw, Gunther for Raw, Solo for SmackDown.
Well, look, man. The final's gonna be Jay versus Gunther. And Gunther's gonna beat Jay. Like, I don't understand this experiment with Jay. Like, that I rewatched that botched body slam. Like, you can't blame Logan Paul for that shit, dude.
Okay.
You can't. Like, you can. It's a free country, America. But I don't think that's the case. Like a body slam, bro. How you botch a body slam, dog? That's basic WrestleNomics, you know?
It's probably he thought it was supposed to be a different spot, or he thought Logan was going to counter. I think it was less a physical screw up than it was a mental screw up that just manifested physically.
I feel like there's a lot of copium over here with you. You huffing that copium. You coping real good, son.
Listen, I'm not trying to say no way Jay was at fault. I'm not trying to say that. I like to try to find the reason. What was the source? What was the origin of the botch? In this case, I think it was mental.
Wow. All right.
Mental can't handle it.
Yeah, so Gunter looks like he's gonna be the guy.
Mhm.
But I digress. We still have one more match to talk about, Rich,
Yeah,
and we
I'm
also
I'm I'm
have.
going with Dom. But I'm probably gonna have to come back in case if we pick the same all down the list. Like we're gonna have a tiebreaker, but I might swap something.
All right, Rich Torres, brave man you are. Let's go here to the main event. Falling Brock Lesnar, Braun Breakker, Drew McIntyre, Logan Paul, Paul Heyman as manager, Bronson Reed
Hmm.
versus Cody Rhodes, front and center on CM Punk's team last I checked, but okay. Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, Jimmy, and of course the OTC, the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns. Um, oh, whoops. It might surprise you guys,
Mm.
but I'm having a vision. A vision of the future that I'm going to hate the main event of Survivor Series. Because I'm a man who is divided right now, facing a lot of division inside myself. I'm going with the vision here. Um, you got Brock Lesnar in a War Games match.
Yeah.
Okay. That can carry the weight of not just that it's Brock Lesnar. It's not just that. It's Brock Lesnar and Drew McIntyre on the same team. It's Brock Lesnar, Drew McIntyre, and Braun Breakker on the same team. Now, I acknowledge my tribal chief, but they won last year. All right. This is the same team. They swapped Sami Zayn for Cody. It's the same damn team. So I think this time around, it's time to put over the Young Bucks. By the Young Bucks, I mean Braun Breakker.
Yeah.
Bronson Reed's not exactly a spring chicken. Okay? So I think he's
True
like
facts.
36, 37. You know. But look, I'm not saying he's ancient. I'm just saying, like, plus, you know how I feel about that. So, baby arms, it's still Brock Lesnar. It's Braun Breaker. It's Drew McIntyre.
And
Okay.
Logan.
And Logan Paul. Now, I don't know who's going to take the pin here, but it might open up some interesting things in the future. Rich, what do you think here? I'm curious. Will
As
you be
far
going with the
as
tribal chief?
man, so I think it doesn't do enough storyline wise to have the faces win. It doesn't. Um, I think it makes more sense longer term, not necessarily long term, but longer term, like build to Mania, that the heels win. You know, let the Vision and Logan Paul, and of course, Brock Lesnar doesn't need to brag about anything besides being Brock Lesnar, but let them say, we got the W over the Bloodline and Cody Rhodes.
And CM Punk. Don't forget me. Don't
And
forget
CM Punk.
CM Punk, the world heavyweight champion, by the way.
Yes. No,
Seth
you're
Rollins,
right.
please don't go champion.
Yeah, you're right. I wasn't quite. I wasn't quite forgetting him. Just like last year, Punk was on it, and it was just swapping Cody and Sammy. Um, so it's interesting that if you just look at this team won, you swap this guy, and this team is gonna lose. It's like, so Cody better, Sammy better than Cody.
I make it that the heel team is just better stacked.
It is. That's
and more
really what it is.
unified than the faces.
Yeah, if not unified with each other, at least with the ultimate goal in mind.
Right.
Because Logan Paul wasn't giving the best team player impression this week, last night on Raw. Like he was volunteering literally everyone else to be in the advantage match.
Well, put yourself in his position, right? Your team consists of real killers.
And
Like,
Bronson
why
Reed.
wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you want Brock Lesnar? Yeah, and Bronson. Why wouldn't you want Brock Lesnar and Drew McIntyre to get the advantage for your team? Even though they did get the advantage anyway, right?
Yeah,
So,
and that's. I kind of wish the faces had the advantage, and Brock comes in last and just decimates, because he would. I don't get it.
I see Brock still coming in last anyway, because he's always gonna do the bare minimum.
So who's last for the faces? Roman or Cody?
Probably Roman Reigns, because he's the bigger star. And also, I still acknowledge my tribal chief. Kind of does the bare minimum. So,
yeah, true.
I could be completely wrong. He could open that shit for all I know. Like,
I think Punk's gonna open, and the last two will be Cody and Roman.
I was thinking Jimmy or Jay.
Because think about it.
Please don't be Jay. You got the worst gas tank.
Yeah. Because think about it. You got the heels. Brock is probably going to be the last one out, which means.
Like, you'd want him fresh, right?
Right. So that means that whoever comes in after Brock, they got to deal with a fresh Brock. Like, Brock's going to lay out the other 4 guys on the team. So who has the best chance against a fresh Brock?
Roman Reigns. Yep. He's not taking the pin, though. That's for sure.
That's sounds like a Jimmy job.
Here's what I think, though. I think Braun Breakker pins CM Punk.
Ooh.
That sets the table for the future.
It does. Something Seth hasn't been able to do, right?
Well, Seth's beaten CM Punk, I think.
Don't go by my memory.
Yeah, that's fine. We don't have to. Let's not go by anybody's memory.
Yeah.
But we got to think about what's current, and it's not like it's a one-on-one match. That doesn't count anyway.
Yeah. All right. So looking at the card, man, it's between the singles matches, because I think Team Rio is winning the women's Survivor Series match. It's either Cena over Dom, Nikki over. I'm gonna switch to Cena.
I hope you're right. Let's do the tiebreaker.
All right, my time is already locked in.
I'm gonna go for 29 minutes.
I got 28.
Well,
listen,
that's interesting, isn't it?
I mean, if you look at the past several.
I think on average they go about a half hour.
Yeah. If you look at the past several predictions episodes, we've had the same thing down the line and come
You
closer.
gotta follow the evidence where it
Mhm.
leads. We're the basement detectives here.
Yeah, we're in tune with the WWE force. We see what's gonna happen, and we're reading the same material. You know,
I would love for it to be incorrect. We're like just sitting there like what happened? But
I
that's not
like
gonna happen.
that's why I like my predictions being wrong because it means I was surprised. It means
Yeah.
they're doing their job and properly swerving the audience. Like
Yeah, man.
it's not enough to swerve the casual. You know, we need to be swerved, and not just by hey, look who just joined WWE. Say his name. You know, kind of like
Yeah.
that's not a surprise. Those aren't surprises. And we learned from watching AEW that to not get at all invested in a brand new face that just hit the scene. Tony Khan.
Yeah.
Son of a
Look, the
bitch.
guy's got, he's got his, sometimes you're just a billionaire's son with, with disposable income. And you're just booking for, like, it doesn't feel like long-term booking, really. That's why I dropped off of it. It feels like the shows are too long. The pay-per-views are so long, dude.
It's
And you
so
gotta pay
long.
so much money.
The flip side of that is you get your money's worth. What was it? 13 matches on the
Yeah, but
last
it's
All
yeah,
Out, whatever it was.
they're like the baseball of wrestling. It's just too long for me. I just can't. And that's the only thing that like draws. There's nothing classic about it. As much as we complain about selling in WWE, theirs is worse.
It is.
Um,
Like matches are entertaining. You're unless, except for like a select few, you're not really gonna get your like a real technical masterpiece.
they have a
You know?
lot of good wrestlers and good wrestling. I'm not
Yeah.
saying that, but it's just I don't know. I just don't like it as much. Plus, it's like this. I've been watching this product for like 100 years almost. So it's just
And
it's
there
just
are so
so
many
much time
things,
to.
and there's so many things about like production that WWE just is on point with. You know, all the
Yeah.
video packages are great. You know,
Remember Wardlow?
yeah. What's he
I
doing?
remember Wardlow. I don't know. I can't tell you. I
You
I
know,
I could. We could just say he's hurt or something, and that we would probably be correct.
I think Wardlow will make a pretty good North American champion someday.
Maybe. When you
It,
think
m-
about the NXT talent pool, maybe. I don't know. Maybe an X Division, something or other. But
nah,
yeah, not here to put anybody down, folks. We
nah,
look, come on, guys. Like come on, guys. We're aware of everything. All right,
yes. All right, so let's run down the card real
let's
quick
run it
for
down. Yeah,
Team Punk versus Team Vision. Sorry, Team Tribal Chief versus Team Vision. Me and Jared both got the heels, Team Vision. For Team Rio versus Team Kabuki Warriors, we both have the faces. Cena versus Dom. I got Cena. Jared has Dom. That's for the IC Championship and the Basement Championship. Stephanie Vacare versus Nikki Bella for the Women's World Championship. Don't make it Nikki. We both have Stephanie Vacare. And the tiebreaker time, I got 28 minutes. Jared's got 29 minutes.
that's gonna be a slobber knocker. I always look forward to Survivor Series War Games, even though they don't have traditional Survivor Series match. We got to get that on the Friday before, which is okay, like the least they could have
Now,
done is like a traditional women's Survivor Series match and a men's Survivor Series match for SmackDown. You could fit both of those and then call it a day.
Yeah. And you know what? They already have the format for a 2-night event. I'm not trying to really put that out there, but maybe I am, because Survivor Series matches, elimination style matches, you know, it's different from War Games. War Games isn't necessarily better. It's more extreme. There are no rules, right? There's no countouts, no DQ. You got the cage around. Cool. War Games, it's elimination. Elimination. Survivor Series matches are elimination, and there's a regular tag team rule set. Got to hold tag rope, got to make tags in and out, and it's elimination. You got to have 5-on-1, 5-on-2, 5-on-3. They say it every year. Do the 2-night format for Survivor Series.
You know what I think though? Like they should, like you could technically have a Survivor Series. You should be able to be eliminated for disqualification.
You typically are
It's
in
elimination.
the Survivor Series match.
Yeah. So
You could be eliminated by countout or DQ.
yeah, I think doing a sole survivor type thing, that's a good way of telling a story. You know what I mean?
They
Someone fighting against the odds. Yeah.
was the last traditional Survivor Series match. The one that Lana was the sole survivor for?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Lana killed it. Did Lana kill it?
I don't know, but let's just say there will be a sole survivor on Friday night. So look forward to that. There will be a sole survivor. Someone's going to have to do it solo, but we'll see about that. But yeah, he's on the come up, baby. He's building him back up. Build him back
Right.
up. Unfortunately, due to Penta's injury, we may not have the Lucha Brothers reuniting against Grande Americano and Dominik Mysterio.
I haven't heard anything about his injury. Do they say how bad it is?
It's a shoulder injury. We know that. It's legit. It's not a work.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't know. He wanted to pop that shit back in and get back to work. And they're like, no, you can't, bro. We know you got settle miedo, man, but we got mucho abogados, lawyers that we gotta, if something happens here,
Yeah.
But yeah, I
Original plan
digress.
for Penta versus Solo. This is not going to be. I'll read that later. It's going to be bullshit. I'm positive.
Yeah. Well, all right, Rich Torres. That was the predictions episode. We hope you like them. We like them. We like you to like and subscribe to this video, and just enjoy it. If you want to come down to watch the live stream, Rich is gonna be late for. I'll be here, and he'll show up when he shows up. So yeah, we'll check out probably the women's Survivor Series match together, and then go on from there.
Yep. I honestly have no idea what time I'm going to get here because family obligations being what they are. Yep. As Jared said, like and subscribe. It helps a whole lot. We know that more than 69% of you are not subscribed. So please
Big
hit the
percentage.
button. Big percentage. Yep. Huge percentage. Let us know down below your picks and predictions for Survivor Series, War Games. And as always, Jared's got a party message.
The match of life is scheduled for one fall. So make it count.
Do what the man says.
Follow the Bookers.